Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Sanders, and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. Today, what I'd like to do is to take a look at two brands, H. Moser et Compagnie and Vacheron Constantin. And what I want to concentrate on are the more affordable. Now, more affordable at this level of horology is starting right around 10,000. So don't think I'm trying to sort of reel people in with something that's less expensive than in fact it is. But I think these watches from these two really great brands are worth it. I didn't really look into the used market that much. The used market right now is sort of nuts because a lot of them are selling or asking for prices above the MSRP, and it's just sort of crazy to try to find out what is actually going on. I did have a price based on the price that the manufacturer had. But that's exactly what it is. It's what the manufacturer had. So, but anyway, these are the sort of the lower tiers in terms of price. But I think you still get great quality. So let's get started. Now, the first one I want to look at is from H. Moser, is the Pioneer Center Seconds. I have one of the versions, an older version of their center seconds. This is their Endeavor center seconds. They had another name for it. It was a weird name. I forgot what it was. But anyway, it's been a fantastic watch. This one is different in that the one I have was hand wound. This one is automatic. What we're going to see is, especially on this, what I'll call the entry level, is you have a caliber HMC 200, which is an automatic, runs at 3 hertz, and I think just about all of them are that. This particular one, the Pioneer Center Seconds, comes in these wonderful colors: Blue Lagoon Fumé, Funky Blue Fumé, Cosmic Green Fumé, Midnight Blue Fumé, and then one of my favorite, Mad Red Fumé, which is pictured there. And they have different kinds of bands. This one's pictured with a rubber band, so it's sort of indicating more of a sporty outdoor kind of watch. To be honest with you, I see this more as an everyday watch, office watch, even date night watch. This is a nice watch. Now, the 56 self-winding from Vacheron Constantin was made specifically as an entry-level watch. This watch, the 56 self-winding, the movement is a 1326. Now, it's the only Vacheron Constantin we're going to look at that doesn't have the Geneva seal. That's because the base movement was made by Val Fleurier, and Val Fleurier is owned by Richemont, and Richemont owns Vacheron Constantins with a lot of other ones. Now, according to Vacheron Constantin, yeah, they took the movement that was sent to them by Val Fleurier that was made, and then they redid it. 4 hertz, all of them are 4 hertz in this group that we're going to look at, I think. Now, this one, the list price is $12,300 with a gator strap, $14,800 with the metal bracelet. This watch, you can see it also has a date, very small date window. I like the looks of this watch. Just looking at it, Vacheron Constantin is one of the holy trinities, so it's sort of like a way to get into that. So sort of like, when you're thinking about the executive suite, this might be one to consider. Now, next to the Heritage Center Seconds, this is another Center Seconds from H. Moser. The Heritage style I really like. Just something about it that I like. Caliber HMC 200, same caliber as the Pioneer we just looked at, 3 hertz, This one is, the list price is 13,900 Swiss francs. By the way, too, the numbers that I'm showing you are the numbers that were listed in the ones I looked at. Some were in Swiss francs, some were in dollars, so I put it whatever it was. There's the Swiss franc, the dollar, and the euro are pretty close right now. So anyway, so that's the Heritage is more of a, to me, it's sort of more, a little more sporty, I would say, than the Pioneer, and it's one I also like a whole lot. The Quadrille is, now this one is a Vacheron Constantin. It was a discontinued model. The thing I like about it is the price, for one thing, for a Vacheron Constantin, 14,540. This, well, in fact, that number is one that is for a pre-owned one, because like I said, this one's discontinued. You can find some, I think, for closer to 10,000. This has the caliber VC 5100 automatic, 60 hours, 4 hertz. This one does have the Geneva seal. It has a hand date on the sort of the inner track, and then the 12 to 12 on the outside track on this one. I tried this one on at and when I was looking at back in 2016, when the new overseas first came out, and really liked it. Now, these next two, one of the things is Streamliner center seconds. I noticed that they said it's unavailable. I don't know whether they're going to come back with more availability, whether they'll have different colors, what they're going to do. But this, and again, this one has the same movement, the HMC 200 automatic, 72 hours, 3 hertz. This one is, to me, is just really a fascinating design, the Streamliner design that they have. They have some very expensive ones in the Streamliner design. This one I like a lot. 19,900 Swiss francs. Now, the traditional manual winding is, I'm sort of pairing this with trying to get things roughly in the same price range. This one is 38 millimeters in pink gold. By the way, to all of the ones that I'm showing, except one of the H. Mosers, are steel. This one has a caliber 4400. My Vacheron Constantin, Historiques 1921, also has the 4400 hand-wound movement. This one looks a lot different, but it's essentially the same movement, hand-wound movement. The only thing about that movement, it takes all day to wind it, and you get about 2 days charge out of it. But boy, is it a good watch. It's really a fantastic one, and this Traditionnel is a beautiful watch too, I think. So that's another one. And again, we're not talking cheap, but we're talking about less than some of these crazy prices that I've seen. Now, this, I said there was one that was in gold. This Endeavor center seconds is sort of this is the grandson or granddaughter of my center seconds, which is an Endeavor center seconds. However, this one is much different. It has the same HMC 200 automatic. This one is a 7-day. You wind it up and it keeps sticking for 7 days, at least 7 days. And it's just a beautiful watch. To me, this watch is, in a way, it's something like the one I have. I put an orange strap on it. Thought it'd be sort of fun for it. Great watch to have, great everyday watch, great formal watch. I mean, it's not something you're going to go out and, roughhouse in, but it's a great watch. Now, this one, the overseas self-winding, I used to have an overseas, and I loved it, just absolutely loved it, wore it for years. But this was the one that came out in 2016 with the caliber VC 5100. That caliber is fantastic. It was designed from the ground up by a team at Vacheron Constantin. Excellent watch. This particular one has a 22 karat gold oscillating weight on it. It is 22,500 Geneva seal. They have it in different colors. This is the one I like. They also have it in black and I think a dark blue. I like the dark blue one too. I had trouble seeing the indexes and it's not them. It's a number of watches. This one's almost black, but the contrast between the brown and the gold work out pretty well for me. Uh, if you like something a little more formal, black is a good choice on that. Now the final ones I want to show is this the dual time Heritage. This one is 19,900 Swiss francs. Another watch, I just love this watch. It's got the HMC 809. Now the HMC 809 is pretty much a variation of the HMC 200 automatic 3 hertz, 21,600 semi-oscillations per hour. I like the color. I like the second time zone. Just like this watch a lot. And I like the heritage design that they have for it. Another watch, I tell you, I'm terrible about this. I must be the worst reviewer in the world because I like watches so much. You want a cynical one. This one doesn't have this or that. I tend to review the ones I like the best. Easterix Triple Calendar 1942. This is a watch I've always loved. Now, I'll tell you something about this. This one has sort of, it's like a dark blue black, where you have the 31-day calendar around the edge of it. Now, they have another one with, instead of the black or dark blue, they have it in red. And I guess that was a model that they canceled for some reason. I like it, but the good thing about it is sometimes you can find these on secondary markets for a lot less. So if you're interested in the Easter Triple Calendar 1942, you might want to check out the one, see if you can find one with the red, and I think you might be able to get a little better buy on it. Has the Vacheron Constantin 4400. This, again, is the same one that I have. It's hand wound. It lasts, takes forever to wind it, but it lasts, I don't know. This one says 65 hours. That sounds about right. You figure that, the first 2 days you're going pretty strong, and before you go to bed on the third day, you wind it up again, and it'll last for the rest of the week. But this watch is, I don't know what it is about this watch. Everything about it I like. And again, I'm just worthless when it comes to things that I like a lot. I'm critical, that not me. I'm a watch collector. Okay, well, listen, if you have any one of these, I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to hear from you even if you don't. Let me get your view on these. I would also really sort of scour the pre-owned market for any of these that we've talked about, either the H. Moser or the Vacheron Constantin. Great watches, both of them. Little on the pricey side, but they might be worth saving for. Let me know what you think. It's an opportunity to subscribe if you'd like. And until next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection.